Welcome. Welcome, dear student, in Pharmaceutical 1 Practicals. Myself, Darshana Sandeep Shinde, and our today's practical session is on Introduction to the Aromatic Waters. In this session, we see the theory regarding and practicals regarding the aromatic waters. First of all, we see the theory regarding aromatic waters. Learning outcomes of our today's session. After watching this video, students should be able to understand, to develop intellectual skills, to understand the concept of solubility, to develop the motor skills, skill for weighing, measurement of volume for different aromatic waters, skill for clarification and filtration. All these skills should be developed in the student after watching this video. First of all, we see the theory regarding the aromatic waters. Aromatic waters are the clear aqueous solutions saturated with the volatile oils, that is rose oil, peppermint oil, or other aromatic or volatile substances. Example of its camphor. Their odor, taste are those of the drugs or volatile substance from which they are prepared. These are known as the aromatic waters. Aromatic waters are basically volatile, made from the volatile substances. Aromatic waters may be used for perfuming, flavoring, or special purpose. Example of it of aromatic water is, first we see the camphor water. Camphor water has been used as the vehicle in the ophthalmic solutions owing to its ability to contribute the refreshing, stimulating effect to the preparations. These are the camphor waters, mainly for the ophthalmic solutions use, and these are the refreshing ones, stimulating effect give to the preparation. And the next one example is hamamelis water, or it is also known as the witch hazel. It is employed as a rub, perfume, and as an astringent in various cosmetic preparations, particularly aftershave lotions. In this it is used. These are all about the aromatic waters. These are introductory part. Then next we see the what are the aromatic waters. Aromatic waters are mainly of two types: simple aromatic waters and the concentrated aromatic waters. Then methods of aromatic water preparations are mainly three methods: a distillation method, solution method, and alternative solution methods. First of all, we see the distillation method. The distillation method involves the pressing of the coarsely ground odoriferous proportion of the plant or the drug from which aromatic water is to be prepared in a suitable still with the sufficient purified water. In this distillation method, we place the ground or a coarsely grounded or orifice portion of the plant or the drug into the suitable container, and in this we put the little bit of water. Most of the volume of water is then distilled, and then the excess of oil collected with the distillate rise to the top of the aqueous product and are removed. The distillate is collected at the top of the product because this distillate or this product we are getting from the volatile substances, because they are in a volatile nature, so they are rise to the top of the aqueous product because they are light in weight. Volatile products are light in weight than the water. Then remaining aqueous solutions saturated with the volatile matter required clarification by the filtration. This one is the distillation assembly. In this this is the distillation flask, this is the flame, chamber, and this is a thermometer for measuring the temperature, and this one is the condenser. In this condenser there is a water outlet. First one is the cooling water outlet, and this is the cooling water inlet. From this inlet we have to put or pair the cool water in this condenser, and this is the water outlet. From this tube, the fumes of our product or fumes of this our distillate is when going from this chamber, these two water outlet inlet and outlet can cool these vapors, and these cooled vapors are collected into the distillate or a specific beaker. In this way distillation process can be carried out. Then next method is the solution method. Aromatic water is prepared by the intermediately shaking 2 ml of if liquid or 2 gram if a solid of the volatile substance with the 1000 ml of purified water in a suitable container for a period of 15 minutes. This is the solution method. In this simple one method, there are 2 solutions added and simple shaking is there. If the period of agitation, the mixture is set aside for the 12 hours or long to permit the excess of oil and the solid substance to be settled. Without further agitation, the mixture is passed through a wetted filter paper and purified water, added as needed to be the bring to volume of the filtrate up to the prescribed quantity. In this way, solution method, in the solution method there is a 2 solutions should be added and agitated it and place it for the 12 hours or longer period, and if there is a need they should be filtered out. Then third method is the alternative solution method, and this is by this method the volatile oil or suitably communicated aromatic solid is thoroughly incorporated with the 15 gram of the talc, and to this mixture is added 1000 ml of the purified water. The resulting slurry is thoroughly agitated several times for a period of 30 minutes and then filter. This is the alternative solution method. In this this is also in this solutions are mixed together, but there is some talc like agents should be incorporated for proper mixing or absorbing the excess of oil. This one is the alternative solution method. This is the theory behind the aromatic water, and we nextly move towards the laboratory for the further experiments. Before entering to the laboratory, we have to know about the preparation of concentrated aromatic, how we are prepared the aromatic waters in a concentrated forms. These products are alcoholic non-aqueous preparation containing 2% of the volatile oils. They are 40 times stronger than the ordinary aromatic waters. Many volatile oils contain the aromatic part and non-aromatic part. The aromatic portion is much more suitable in a weak alcohol than a non-aromatic portion. Hence, when a solution of the oil in a 90% alcohol is diluted with the limited amount of water, the aromatic portion of oil remain in the soil will be non-aromatic portion is precipitated off or separating as a oily layer. Therefore, 50 grams of talc is added for the 1000 ml of the preparation, which act as a distributing agent. Talc, here the role of the talc is a distributing agent and will absorb the non-aromatic part. The solution is agitated and set aside for a few hours and then filtrated. Storage conditions for the concentrated aromatic water are: aromatic waters deteriorate with the time. This one is the fact we should be kept in the mind. It should be made in a small quantities and protected from the intense light, excessive heat, stored in a airtight and light resistance container. Okay, this is the how we made the preparation of concentrated aromatic water. Then next we move to the laboratory, and there we see our experiment numbers.
Pharmaceutics first laboratory. In this session, we cover the experiment number 3. Title of our today's experiment is to prepare, evaluate and submit 100 ml of chloroform water IP by simple solution method. Today, we prepare the chloroform water by simple solution method. Of this experiments stepwise procedure is mentioned in IP. In this chloroform water, we already discussed there are two types of aromatic water: simple aromatic water and concentrated aromatic water. And let's move towards what are the apparatus and chemicals required to prepare the chloroform water. The chemicals required for today's experiments are chloroform and purified water. Then apparatus required are the measuring cylinder, then funnel, then pipettes and volumetric flask, Trafer stand and filtered assembly if there is any particulate matter in our preparations. For chloroform water preparation, firstly we have to prepare the formulation table. In the formulation table, we have to notify the ingredients, then quantity taken and use. All this mentioned in IP, that is Indian Pharma. We refer all the standards of the Indian Pharma. For preparation of the chloroform water, ingredients is chloroform water 2.5 ml for 1000 ml. For preparation of 1000 ml, that is a formula given in the IP. For that, purified water is QS to 1000 ml. QS to means quantity required to prepare the 1000 ml. We have to give the formula for 1000 ml of preparation of the chloroform water. Now, but we have to prepare the 100 ml of chloroform water. For that, we have taken as the quantity taken. Quantity taken can be calculated by the factors. Factor can be calculated by the formula factor is equal to required quantity upon quantity given. Our required quantity is 100 ml and our given quantity is 1000 ml. So our factor is 0.1. By using this 0.1 factor, we multiplied our 1000 ml quantity, that is 2.5. 2.5 multiplied by 0.1 is equal to 0.25 ml is our quantity of chloroform for 100 ml of preparations. Then purified water's quantity is QS to 100 ml, that is quantity sufficient for the 100 ml. Then use of the chloroform is as a pharmaceutical aids and purified water as a vehicle. After completing our formulation table, we move towards the stepwise procedure for preparation of the chloroform water. For this purpose, we have assembled all the apparatus and given chemicals. For that purpose, we have to first measure the required quantity of chloroform. We have taken a beaker. This is the chloroform, and we have taken the quantity. We have prepared in the formula 0.25 ml. For that purpose, we use the measuring cylinder also and pipette also. But our quantity is little one, that's why we using the pipettes. Hold the pipette. Measure the quantity, that is 0.25 ml. Then pour it in a beaker. After that, we have to add the water, 100 ml of water. This is the measuring cylinder. Repeat the quantity. This is a 50 ml cylinder. We have taken the quantity double of it. Solution we are talking about. By this rod, we have to mix the solution properly to get the proper solution. In this way, we prepare the chloroform water 100 ml. Water, we have to fill in the transparent container. This is our prepared solution of chloroform water. And after preparation, we have to follow the observation and evaluation test. This is the observation and evaluation table. In this table, first column is name of our preparation, that is chloroform water IP. Then test. We have to perform description, color, formula, odor test for the evaluation purpose. Then specification. These are the observations we have obtained after that test, and specification, and these are the observation. In the observation we have to whether it is confirmed or whether it is not confirmed. In this manner, this is our chloroform solution. Description of it is clear. This one is a clear solution. That is our observation is confirmed. Then color is also colorless. This one is a colorless solution. Observation is confirmed also. Then volume, we have to prepare 100 ml of solution. Then observation also is confirmed. Odor, it has the aromatic odor, and our observation is also confirmed. In this way, we have completed our observation and evaluation of chloroform water IP. Now we move towards the labeling of the formulation. After preparation of our chloroform water, then observation and evaluation table. Our next part is labeling of formulation. This one is very important of any type of the preparation, how to label. In this label, firstly we have to mention the name of our preparation, then volume of our preparation, that is our preparation's volume is 100 ml, name of our preparation is chloroform water. After that, each 100 ml content, we have to mention each 100 ml content or each 10 ml content. Here we mention the each 100 ml content. Our content is chloroform water, that is 0.25 ml. Then purified water QS2 100 ml. This quantity is sufficient to 100 ml. Then dose, our preparation dose is 50 to 30 ml. Then category is pharmaceutical aid, that should be mentioned in the label. Then direction, for external use only. This is chloroform water, that is CAT, that is for external use only. Then in this session we have to cover our manufacturing license number, batch number, manufacturing date number, then not expiry date, not manufacturing date one, then maximum retail price, and last segment of our label which we have the manufacturer, that is name and address of our manufacturer. This is the labeling parameters. We have to follow all the parameters. For the labeling purpose, we know all the parameters that we already mentioned. We have to take the blank paper of bottles appropriate size, that should not be much contaminous. We have to take the bond paper. We know all the parameters of the labeling, how to label our preparations. For that, we have taken this bottle. While labeling, the size of the bottle should be considered. The label should not be too much of big and too much of small. The label should be at this way, that is below the neck of our bottle, and it should not be at lower side extra of your bottle. We already prepared one label, that is this one is our label, that is we mention on the chloroform water IP. This is our volume, all the parameters we should mention in this label. Then we have to stick the label into the bottle in the appropriate manner. Use a proper rubber. In this way, we have to label it our preparations, and we finish our preparation. After labeling the formulation, in this session we cover the formulation table for the chloroform water, then how to prepare the factors for the formulation table. After that, we have to go through the stepwise procedure, and then proper observation and evaluation table should be maintained in that. After that, labeling of the formulation we discussed already, and after that last session of or last part of our preparation, that is result. In a result, we have to prepare 100 ml of chloroform water IP preparation and we have to submit in an airtight container.